Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today AMPX just filed its 8K reporting on its annual shareholder meeting, and I'm seeing a few key takeaways that matter. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company held its meeting on the 11th of June this year, and while it seems like normal business, the shareholder votes reveal some important insights about their support and confidence in the company's direction. So, the company held its big annual meeting for shareholders back on the 11th of June. This is where folks who own stock get to vote on important company matters. One of the main things on the ballot was electing new directors to the board. These are the folks who make big decisions for the company, and it looks like they asked shareholders to pick 2 new ones to serve until 2029. For one of the director spots, Kathleen Bayless got a substantial number of votes in favour, over 50 million votes for her. However, there were also over 20 million votes withheld, meaning a good chunk of shareholders decided not to back her election. Then you have the broker non-votes, which are votes that brokers hold but don't cast without specific instructions from the actual owner. That's another significant chunk, over 26 million. For the other director, Thomas M. Stepien, the numbers are a bit stronger in favour. He received even more votes for his election, a little under 54 million. Again, there were quite a few votes withheld, around 16.7 million, and the same large number of broker non-votes, just over 26.5 million. This tells us that while the nominees were elected, there is definitely a segment of shareholders who are either holding back their full support or are perhaps not directly instructing their brokers on how to vote. Next up, shareholders had to vote on whether to approve Deloitte and Touche LLP as the company's independent accountants for the whole year of 2026. Essentially, this is the company that checks the company's financial books to make sure everything is accurate and follows the rules. And this vote was a strong endorsement. A huge, almost 96 million votes were cast in favor of keeping Deloitte and Touche. This shows a lot of confidence from shareholders in the company's financial oversight. There were only about 85,000 votes against ratifying them. That's a tiny fraction compared to the votes for. And then there were around 981,000 abstentions. These are voters who didn't choose yes or no. Overall, the ratification passed overwhelmingly. This is good news because it means the company's chosen auditors are seen as trustworthy by the vast majority of its owners. Looking at the overall picture from this filing, it's a pretty standard annual meeting report. The election of directors saw a split in enthusiastic support, with some shareholder hesitation shown by withheld votes. However, the ratification of the auditor was a clear win, indicating strong shareholder confidence in the company's financial reporting structure. It's a reminder that even routine filings can give us clues about shareholder sentiment and the confidence they place in the company's leadership and its financial guardians. The real test will be how these directors and the company perform in the coming year. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check the Discord link in description.